Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to day 19 of the 31 Days of Horror. D Bougie 86 here again, guys. Now, the film I got for you guys today is a film when I first seen it. This is a film I have seen before. I kind of didn't care for it that much. And I thought, why not, since I had it in the collection, try the film out again and give you my actual thoughts on it today as a reviewer. And this film is from 2013 and it is Willow Creek. Yes, if you know about this film is directed by Bobcat Goldthwait, uh, famed comedian and director. Of course, he directed films like Shakes the Clown, uh, God Bless America, World's Greatest Dad, and this is like his first foray into like the horror genre. And this film is a found footage film, and it's about Bigfoot, of course, and it takes place in the actual Bigfoot like capital in California known as Willow Creek. Now, the main setup is we're introduced to our main characters, Jim and his girlfriend Kelly, and they are recording a documentary as they are going to travel through the same like bypass that part of the creek that a famous team did. Patterson Gimli, I believe the name of it is. Yeah, Gimli or whatever. I forget. Excuse my ignorance. But pretty much they into Willow Creek and they interact with the townsfolk, and then they go on their journey, and then that's when the film pretty much ends. Pretty much. I don't want to give too much away if you haven't seen it. Now, my thoughts on the film with a new perspective of it grown in. Uh, I hated this film when I first seen it. It's okay to me now. You know, it's not still like a masterpiece or anything of found footage films. It's not going to blow the socks off. It's just my problems with the film are pretty much the setup of it being like a lot of other found footage films of the time period. It's not inventing the game like a lot of them weren't at the time. It's kind of the basis that, you know, a lot of them try to copy what Blair Witch Project did, and this one follows suit pretty much. Uh, I do like some aspects that I didn't like in the first time I watched this. I really like the first half of this film where we get to see like Willow Creek's towns and the buildings and setups of interviewing the people of the towns. I actually really like those scenes in the film. I love the scene where they go and get a Bigfoot burger because you know me as a I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fat kid at heart, you can tell by my body type. But when I saw those Bigfoot burgers, I'm like, I fucking want one. you know you know fucking yeah. And you know I like all the like the making jokes about like the fucking paintings and the murals and shit. You know, that's what Bobcat Goldthwait is good at, is doing like the kind of jokes and, you know, like the humor and shit side of the things. I really like that aspect of the film. Now, once they get to the creek and where they set camp, pretty much the majority of the final act, not the whole final act, but a majority of like the third act of this movie takes place in what I like to call a tent. And they really like to use that fucking tent fucking set. I'm just, you know, there are some good scenes with the tent scene of the film, but it goes a little bit over long. I think they could have trimmed it down just a tad. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. The acting was fine. I actually do actually like the two actors in the film a lot more on the second watch of the film, and you know, there's some good moments inside the tent. You know, like some tense moments, and you know, I think it could have been just a little tad trimmed for the runtime of the film, which, you know, the film doesn't even run that long, which is kind of shocking, but it does feel so long in those scenes and some of them. Like, I do like the emotional scene where this might be a little tad of a spoiler, but there's a moment between them before the tense shit starts happening. I actually really like that scene in the film, and it's really cool in that aspect. And there's another thing that kind of plagued a lot of the Bigfoot films like this with the found footage aspect. And this might be a little more tad spoiler. You don't really get to see Bigfoot in this movie, which the movie Exists that came out around the same time kind of said fuck that shit, we're showing fucking Bigfoot. And when you compare this to like Exists, which is a Wado Sanchez film who directed Blair Witch, in his first film he didn't show the witch at all, and a lot of people complained about that. And he's like, you know what, if I'm gonna do another found footage movie, or Wado Sanchez said, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna do it a little bit differently than I did Blair Witch, and I respect that for his decision making with that film in general. Now, you know, there is some tense moments and shit, but I think like the third act of this film really hurts it in a way. Even though there is good moments within it, it just seems like it's not getting to the point where you want to see Bigfoot in these movies at this time period, and it sucks that they don't. And it's not even like maybe like the filmmaker's fault. I know this was like an independent production, so sometimes they probably didn't have that kind of suit or anything, or money to make like a Bigfoot suit. So with that being said, it doesn't really hurt my experience with the movie, but it does in a way also because of wanting to see shit like that in these type of movies, especially after watching Exist. I seen Exist first, so I didn't really give this film a fair shake the first time around. And I come around on it, like if I was originally going to rate this when I did first watch it, it would have been like something like a 3 out of 10. That's how much I was pissed off at this movie. But giving it a second time view, there's actually some good aspects to it that I like, because I grew more into a found footage film fan in a way. And that aspect, I'm not saying this is not going to be for everyone, but there is some good moments in this film for what it is. It's not going to break the fourth wall if you haven't seen it. If I had to rate it now, it's a tough one. I'll probably give it like a 6 out of 10 or a 6.5. I can't go any higher than that, unfortunately, with this. It still has its problems, in my opinion. It's not perfect. It's a lot more enjoyable than I enjoyed it the first time I seen it. But yeah, around that ballpark for Willow Creek. Check it out. Alright guys, that's it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow with another one as usual, and I got a fun one for you guys today. Brand new film for me, and for this year too. So can't wait to check that out and review it for you guys. So I'll see you then. Peace out.